Hey, how you doing,
What's
sir?
up?
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, and you?
Doing good, man. Thank you for jumping on Plastique
Thank
and
you.
stuff. And I know you're a busy young man, so I won't hold you
Yes,
up
sir.
too much. But all right, well,
Yes, sir.
listen, thank you for coming on Plastique for our Wednesday conversation. First of all, now I'll jump right in. When I first heard heard you sing, I just want to live. It really echoed in my soul, little brother. It wasn't just the words that you were saying, but your delivery and the power within your voice. And really watching you sing was like looking into a mirror to my younger self, crying out to the world, who only saw me as a threat. So, on that note, sir, when your mother first gave you the words to I Just Want to Live, how did they make you feel?
When my mom first gave me the words "I just want to live," it was really, like, yes, we definitely need this, in our world today because of what happened to Ahmaud Arbery and Mr. George Floyd. And after I recorded "I just want to live" on Instagram, I posted it. Breonna Taylor just happened like that, and it was just time after time after time. People were dying. Black people were dying because of racial profiling towards them and violence. So it was definitely like, yes, we definitely need these lyrics in our world. But I never knew that it was gonna go viral like it did. But it did, and I'm so grateful that it did.
Absolutely, we are too. Now, just I know that you've been grew up in church. So, do you remember the first solo you performed in church,
My first solo, I sung.
or one of
Oh, it
them?
was my first solo. I sung a hymn. It's called Yes. Well, it's called Yes Lord. It's a Church of God in Christ hymn, and I sung it at church, and like the whole church was just like laid out. So yeah, that's my first solo because I
All
I
right.
love hymns and I love the Church of God in Christ. So
You
yeah.
said you said you said you laid them out, huh? Nice, very nice. All right. Now, what celebrity or artist that you really admire are you still waiting to meet?
Um, it'll probably be like celebrity artists. I would say like Mr. John Legend. Like I really want to work with him in the studio and just be able to meet him and really like just like I really want to collab because he is definitely a powerful singer and I love his messages. So yeah, I would want to meet him and work with him.
Gotcha. Yeah, you and John Legend have a very similar tone. I could see how you could see some of yourself in him. Great choice. Great choice. Now, how was it like working with Dim Joints? I'm not sure as to how much he did on the album, but I heard what he did on your song. It was amazing.
Yes, sir. So when I first posted I Just Wanna Live, he put a beat behind it and it was definitely a powerful beat that just went with it and just people were vibing and so yes, it was definitely a big beat that we all needed just to bring it more fuller because the acapella itself was definitely a powerful video. When he added the beat to it, it just added a bigger sound to it.
I agree. I agree. Now, your new EP, which was released, is called I Just Want to Live as well. Now, and I listened to it. I'm going to talk about my favorite song here in just a second. But what should audiences expect to hear from your debut?
They should expect to hear a lot of motivational, inspirational songs that inspire you and lift you up in a very powerful way. So you can expect to hear a lot of positive messages that will keep you going and keep the faith in God too. So yeah.
All right. Now, talking about that, because I've been listening to your EP, you've got a great song on there that I really just resonated with me, and I put it in my story as well, called Kings and Queens. And if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken, you recorded that with your family. Is that right?
Yes, sir. My
Okay.
family.
Now, is that your dad on the hook there?
Yes, sir.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
I want to say, boy, you got an audience. Please tell Mr. Bryant amazing song. Now, how is it recording with your family?
Recording with my family is definitely a big collaboration that I love because me and my family we all sing. So all of us got on the mic and we was just like singing because like my parents raised me and my sister in the church and we always love to sing in the choir. So yeah, this singing is just really in us.
I see. I see. I was just so impressed with that. I mean, I love the whole thing. I love your music. It has a very positive energy, and it just sounds so rich to go with your voice. So, how would you describe to someone that's never heard your songs your sound?
My sound is definitely a soulful sound. I love music that has a lot of soul. I love that type of music because it really deep goes way deep down in your soul and just makes you sometimes want to cry or makes you just sometimes just want to feel like really good or you can accomplish something with God or just what you want to do. So it's just definitely soul and positive and motivational, inspirational, and also do gospel music too, because I will never leave the gospel side. So yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, well, we'll switch gears a little bit here. I hear that you're not the biggest fan of the beach. Is that correct?
I'm not. I don't really like.
Well, what's up with the beach? You don't like the beach, and if I'm not mistaken, aren't you from like Florida?
Yes, sir. I don't like the beach because like first, it's like to me, it's just nasty because it's like you go in the water with like, oh, well, you go in the water and it's like salt water, and like you can't really swim under because it just feels like I don't even know, but it's just like, and then you get dirty, too because like the sand, and I just don't like it. I can't really enjoy myself. So, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting for someone that kind of grew up near the water or near the beach.
Yeah.
That you're not a fan of it. That's interesting. I thought that was funny. Okay, now we talked a little bit about this earlier. So when you're standing, in the middle of the church, or on the stage singing to the audience, how does that make you feel? Like, what thoughts are going through your head?
When I sing in front of people, I definitely before I sing, I have to prep, and that is prayer, and that's like my process of what I do. So I do prayer and I ask God to give me power and strength to deliver a message of hope and faith to people that may be feeling down or they may be feeling up, but to make them better and just to impact people's lives with my gifts, like ministering and ministering and singing to people. So I always just really want to touch people's lives, and not just in my city, but around the globe.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now, growing up with parents that are both ministers and in the church, what's some of the first gospel songs you remember hearing when you were younger?
I love I have to say Pastor John P. Key. I listen to him like that was my first.
I love John P. Key. Love him.
Yeah. That's my first ever like artist that even that like I don't even know what it was. I just love to hear it, and I just sung that a lot. And then after that, like I listened to like Marvin Sapp and Fred Hammond and Wild Gospel and my dad had DVDs and he bought them and I used to grab them and I used to play them like every day, like every morning I used to get up, and especially on Sunday I used to just really blast it around the house. And yeah, that was the good times when I used to be able to go to church. Yeah.
I got you. See, and I was going to ask as well, because my mother is also very much has been in the church all of her life. So I was exposed to John P. Key as well. I used to love his chord progressions. I used to love his vocals. I used to love the fact that he could produce and sing. Now, what's some of your favorite John P. Key songs?
I like He'll Welcome Me. I like Jesus is Real. I like We Walk by Faith. I like Lily in the Valley. I like, and like the fifth one will probably be Show Up.
Okay, very nice, very powerful songs.
And Healing.
Okay, so you must like him. You still going. I love it. Now, how has this whole quarantine, COVID, how has that kind of impacted your life? How are you handling that?
Well, COVID has definitely been a big change in my life, and I probably know it's been a big change in other people's life because of quarantine and of what's been happening to a lot of people and tragic deaths. So it's just really been a big change, but I've been adapting to it and trying to just work on my gifts and progress in my singing.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right. Now, since you're around the house, bless you there. Since you're around the house there and with your family, probably a lot more than normal. What's some of your favorite foods you like to eat? What's some of the stuff in which you want to have in the house?
My favorite will probably be well, my favorite food is like baked potatoes because I really like baked potatoes, and I like eating like steak with it. I don't really know. People say it's weird that my favorite food is baked potato, but I really like it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But now, how do you like your baked potato? You like it all loaded up, or do you prefer
Yes,
it like plain?
Yeah, I like mine loaded up like to the max, like. But I don't like onions in it though.
Okay, everything but the onions. Okay, now can you cook, or do you just kind of eat all of the great dinners made by the family?
I cannot cook. I can't cook.
Not your area. Okay, you said you sing the songs, you're not making the food.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how has it been trying to balance school, life, and of course, building your life as an artist, as well as trying to navigate the computer and everything over there currently?
Just to like do school and also do like singing. It's like really like I wouldn't say it's pressure, but it's definitely like something that I have to be responsible of and I have to be aware of, and definitely to be mindful that I have stuff. I'm busy like every day, so I've gotten used to it, like a lot of interviews and a lot of stuff that have to do with videos, so I've gotten used to it now.
Gotcha. Now, when you're at school and stuff, I'm sure, I mean, I know we're all at home and stuff, but you're probably just a little more popular than you were before.
Yeah.
How are you handling that?
I'm handling it well.
Good. I'm sure you are. You're sure you are. Now, who are some of the producers you've been working with, especially on your EP and even just beyond that?
I've been working with my producer named Demi Joints, and also Warner Records, who I'm signed to, and Umawa, their staff and their team is also definitely a good team to work with in the studio.
Good, good. All right. So last question for you here, man. How do you want your music to impact the world, especially during these challenging times in our country and the world overall?
I really want people to definitely take heed that we're still fighting for freedom, and we're still fighting for what is right, and we still have to make sure that we stay focused and never let anybody try to distract us, because we're still fighting, and we still are not free. Black people still are not free, so you still have to fight for what is right, and don't lose faith, because we can make it through this together.